Officials for today's game, it's David Niven, Michael Fortunato, and John Pribolinski. Devontae Jameson, one of the three captains for Stack, with the basketball. Quick charge. The reverse layup is good. Spartans on top 2-0, and here comes that intensive full-court press.
And Tom, you can see right there why they call him Bullet. Quick footwork along the baseline. He's able to drive past and throw up the uncontested layup.
Stack on top 2-0. St. Anselm leads the all-time series 7-1. These teams have met in the NCAA tournament in previous years. We'll get to that in a few moments. A nice pass by McGloshin, finding Matt Becker as we're tied up at 2 here. Joining Stack in their starting rotation, there's Antonio Vendola, number 3, one of the 3 captains. The other captain is number 21, Jamal Barnes. This is Big E, James Patterson. The freshman blocked by Becker. And then Jordan Green rounds out the starting lineup for Stack, number 10, for St. Anselm. The 2 captains, number 0, Tyler Arbuckle, and number 23, Miles Tension. Joining St. Anselm in that starting lineup, Owen McGloshin, number 10, Zach Taylor, number 13, and Matt Becker, number 3, as it looked like Barnes had that shot swatted away.
With some contact there, but no call. It'll be 9 seconds to operate.
Hand off to Jameson. Fade away, jump back shot in the paint, and Jameson has the first 4 points for the maroon and gold.
A pretty move that time from Jameson, already on the board and starting to percolate here.
Becker in the corner, kicks it out to his teammate. That's Tension. 3 rims out. Offensive rebound for McGloshin. Taylor, the putback is no good, and here come the Spartans. Vendola with the basketball, fires over to Jameson. St. Anselm playing their man-to-man defense. Vendola, 3, top of the key, yes.
And Stack looking to get the 3-point shooting off early, already 1 for 1 off the tray from Vendola.
Vendola now 11 of his last 21 from 3-point range. Great to see for him, over 50%. This is McGloshin for 3. Becker taps it back out to Arbuckle, and they'll swing. Driving baseline is McGloshin. They kick it out. Corner 3 for Tension. Hit the back iron. Becker tracks down the loose ball. Good defense from Green, and Vendola gets the board.
And you see that time for St. Anselm, like to move the ball around and look for open opportunities. Did a good job of that, but just didn't finish.
Jameson, step back 3 from the wing, off the mark. Big E, the offensive rebound, but he stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and here comes that full line change that Coach Capel loves to use. It's Kyle Jones, number 12, KP, Kyle Pulliam, number 11, Rich Smith, number 4, Luis Risquez, number 34, out of Venezuela, and then number 5, Ethan Milirons, the freshman out of Reiner, Virginia, who had a career best 17 points the other night against Mercy College, where Stack won 116-79. It's McGloshin, nice backdoor cut there from Taylor, gets the layup.
That's a second good look at the game from McGloshin underneath.
7-4 Stack. Jones. They find Pulliam, and here's Smith. They swing the ball around. Risquez post up, fronted by McGloshin. Here comes the help. Risquez has to get rid of it. He lost it, but Taylor could not reel in the steal, so the Spartans get bailed out with 9 on the shot clock.
And that's a matchup I could see the Spartans going after here more often. He's got the size advantage over McGloshin, a couple inches taller, and has the weight advantage as well down low.
Pulliam will trigger in. There's 10 on the shot clock for the Spartans. Smith. Pull and pop? No. Here's Becker. Crosses half court. This is Tension looking to drive on Risquez. They kick it. McGloshin wide open for 3. Rims out. Smith with the rebound. And Rich Smith had 4 rebounds against Mercy. All were off the offensive glass.
And something that's pretty special for a guard to utilize the offensive boards as well as he did.
Milirons a 3. Off the mark. Risquez, the offensive rebound. The putback is good. We talk about the offensive rebounding, Sean. spoke to Coach Capel before the game. Stack averages nearly 16 offensive rebounds a game. That's second in all of Division II. Jones called for the block.
Number 12, Kyle Jones, his first, team's first.
So through 4 minutes, St. Anselm has not turned the ball over, yet they're down by 5. Taylor over to Tension. Tension had 35 points against Bentley earlier this season. The underhand layup rims out. Risquez gets it for the Spartans. Jones drives baseline. He stepped out of bounds, and that will bring us to the under 16 media timeout. Sean, St. Anselm coming off a 77-65 win against Lemoyne on Tuesday night, where Miles Tension played all 40 minutes. He's been relied on heavily this season.
He has. Not only has Miles Tension been relied on heavily, 4 out of the 5 starters have played over 30 minutes per game. And I spoke to Coach Dixon about the team's depth concerns. He mentioned that he relies heavily on these starters. They don't have a lot of depth, and if they get into foul trouble, it might be a longer game, but they don't foul a lot as a team, and it'll be something to keep an eye on.
Smith wrestles the ball away from the Hawks. Jones in the paint, kicks out. Mill irons, thought about it. Risquez has a shoe untied as he bodies McGloshin in the paint. Turnaround jump hook off the mark. Jones with the offensive board, kicks out to Pulliam. Pulliam off the glass and in.
Right on cue, cleaning up the offensive glass of the Spartans, adding to that total.
Kyle Jones, 12 points, 8 rebounds against Mercy the other night. Taylor blocked by Rich Smith. Beautiful defense. Pulliam has some space, and he lays it in.
That was a beautiful possession on both ends. Smith with the trailing block, able to pick it up and outlet up for Pulliam to finish on the other end.
Stack leads 13-4 early. Kyle Pulliam with 4 points off the bench. Has the last 2 buckets for the Spartans. McGloshin for 3. Off the mark. KP with the rebound. We'll have another line change coming for the Spartans momentarily. Risquez, the roll. Double team in the paint and one.
Score the basket to Luis Risquez.
Good job of Smith looking inside. Risquez was wide open. The help defense got there just a moment late, and Becker picks up the foul.
St. Anselm foul to number 3, Matt Becker. That's his first, team's first.
And Keith Robinson will check into the game for St. Anselm, the sophomore out of Phillip Island, Australia. Replacing Zach Taylor. Stack with another full line change, except for Risquez. He will try to convert the 3-point play. So Big E, Barnes, Vendola, and Jamison back in the game. The official will have Risquez tie his shoelace before he takes the free throw. .68% free throw shooter. And Risquez converts. He'll check out. Green checks in. Sean, I'm not sure if you're Coach Dixon, you'd expect a 16-4 start.
No, I don't think so. And again, credit Stack for their defensive prowess, but I do think it is the shot selection that is plaguing them thus far.
And the points in the paint have been a factor as well. Stack, so far, Luis Risquez, 5 points and 2 rebounds off the bench. Stack already has 10 points in the paint. Arbuckle. This is Tension. Looks to drive, finds Robinson in the corner. That's a 2-pointer. Knocks it down. Much needed spark off the bench.
And Robinson already contributing off the bench after coming in off the last possession defensively.
McGloshin with the reach on Patterson.
Foul to number 10, Owen McGloshin. That is
That's his first. It's the second team foul on St. Anselm. Jamison handoff to Vendola. Looks to drive on Robinson. The left-hand layup is blocked by Robinson, but Jamison gets it back to Barnes. Vendola, corner three. No. Here come the Hawks. They'll hand off to McGlashan, top of the key. Here's Arbuckle. They'll swing. Becker, who just got that rebound. Big E trying to come up with the steal. We have a kicked ball violation against McGlashan. That bails out the Hawks.
It does, and they'll have 20 seconds to operate here on the inbound, looking for something to spark a run.
As tension, so far he's been held scoreless by the Spartans. Becker. This is Robinson again, looks to drive, the running layup off the mark. And Patterson gets the rebound. Bullet to Big E, three-pointer from the wing, no. This is Becker. Good defense from Vendola, but the Hawks will retain.
And you see Becker was slowing down there a bit. Offensively, St. Anselm's more of a transition offense team, but perhaps slowing things down, trying to read the defense can open up opportunities to make shots and cut into this deficit.
As Arbuckle hits the step-back three, much-needed basket for him. The team's leading scorer with just under 17 points per game. Jamison kicks out. Barnes a three-pointer. No. And the Hawks trying to chip away here as we approach the under 12. This is Arbuckle. Fronted by Jamison. They'll swing. McGlashan looking to drive. Barnes causing a nuisance defensively. And Vendola forces the steal. They feed Green, but it's too far. Turnover stack. Sean, Risquez back in the game for Green. This is tension. He has not scored yet. McGlashan on the wing. Arbuckle. Risquez has to guard the perimeter here. Another step back three-pointer. Got it! Rattles in, and all of a sudden the Hawks are within 4.
And the leading scorer has now got 6 straight.
Yep. Jamison finds Vendola. It's the drive. Nice elbow jumper, but can't hit Risquez. The offensive rebound. Draws another foul. And if that's on McGlashan, that's his second. It is not. It's on Robinson.
Number 24, Keith Robinson. That's his first, team's third.
Risquez back at the line. And Risquez, the first one rims out. Substitutions in for the Hawks. We have number 1, Jaden Archer in the game, replacing Becker, and then Zach Taylor back in. Kyle Jones and Rich Smith replace James Patterson and Jamal Barnes for Stack. Risquez looks to split the pair here. And he does. And St. Anselm looks to break the press. Vendola nearly swiped it away, and tension looked like he got hit by a missile or something.
And after that last substitution, Stack has gone with a smaller lineup, which really helps them with the situation like pressing here.
And now they'll have to inbound from the far corner here. Not an easy task for Taylor. They get it in. Offensive foul on Archer. the junior out of Enfield, Connecticut.
Jaden Archer, that's his first, the team's fourth.
Again, St. Anselm 2-0 here against Stack in Spark Hill. Feed Risquez. Trying to get it back in. Such a tough player to box out, but Taylor gets the rebound. Tension over to Robinson. We have a hold called against Kyle Jones. 2 fouls on him. Pulliam will replace Vendola. So Sean Jones in there with 2 fouls. That is a risk for Coach Capel.
It definitely is. Nearing the halfway point of the first half, we'll see how much longer he's out there, but definitely has to play careful.
Arbuckle. Off the glass. No. Smith. Plunges forward is Pulliam. Stops and pops. Hits it. And the foul on Tension. Sean, is it safe to say Kyle Pulliam has been the story of this first half?
It definitely seems that way. He's played well on both sides of the court. He's got baskets in transition. He's got baskets in the half-court set. He's played well thus far, that's for sure.
Pulliam, the southpaw, hits the free throw, and he has 7 points to lead all scorers. Kyle Pulliam is averaging just over 4 points per game. They kick out Robinson, three-pointer, rims out. Bullitt secures the rebound. Coach Capel mentioned Jamison is arguably the fastest guard he's ever coached.
And you can see why. He's zipping all over the court with his speed.
And Pulliam just drilled a 3. Adding fuel to the fire, Sean, he has 10 points. Taylor nearly walked. Tension drives here. They kick it out. Taylor. They kick again, and losing the handle is Archer.
And to speak to that point about Pulliam's hot start, Coach Capel, when you spoke to him, mentioned that he's played a lot better and with more confidence in his ability to attack the basket. And we're seeing that here. He's already got the 10 points, and the majority of them coming from inside.
Green replaces Risquez for the Spartans. Kyle Jones in there with those 2 fouls. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Jones off the glass. Good job. He got the defender to elevate, and that hesitation. And Jamison with the steal, the feed. Smith, the layup, no. And that was almost a disaster for the Hawks as they trail now 25-12. And offensive foul on Zach Taylor. That's his first.
Now nearing the bonus are the Hawks. That was their 6th.
That's his first, team's 6th.
Mill Irons comes in for Jamison. 8:59 to go, Sean. 25-12, and Stack on a 9-0 run here after the Hawks cut the deficit to 4 thanks to efforts from Kyle Pulliam and company. Pulliam, once again, the layup, it's good! Pulliam with 12 points.
And Pulliam that time, just Johnny on the spot, makes a great cut down the center of the lane, gets a beautiful feed and finishes in tight.
What a first half for him. Becker over Taylor, 3, top of the key, got it. Becker from downtown. So the three-point shot has helped St. Anselm stick within striking distance, and Patterson traveled. Barnes replaces Pulliam, and Sean, you see the theme here, Matt Capel keeping his team fresh.
Definitely has been a theme for the season. Nobody really gets too overexerted out there. And it's been a formula that's worked for the Spartans, getting them to 15-2 where they are now.
And that is the Hawks' 7th turnover. And here comes number 32, Matt Relihan, in off the bench, the senior from Linfield, Massachusetts. Had 3 points in 7 minutes against Lemoyne the other night, averaging just 2.3 points per game. Barnes, tough layup, partially blocked there by Becker, and here comes tension. McGloshin, nice pass inside Becker.
Basket number 3.
Gets the layup, two-handed layup there. 27-17, Stack.
And that was a good job of resetting and adjusting to the passing lanes as they come available. Beautiful bounce pass feed inside.
Barnes can't hit the three. And Patterson with the over-the-back foul. And that's his first.
Spartan foul was charged to number 0, James Patterson. That's his first, team's third.
He's reached the under 8. Stack currently ranked number 18 in the NABC rankings. Coming off back-to-back complete games against Roberts, Wesleyan, and Mercy. Couple ECC foes. Stack undefeated in the ECC. McGloshin, a three-pointer, rims out. Offensive rebound for Becker, and the foul from behind on Bendola.
Spartan foul number 5, Ethan Millirons. That's his first, team 4.
They're calling it on Millirons. As Becker looks to convert here. And he does. He gets the three-point play to go, Sean.
And that was a much-needed basket again for St. Anselm, getting it down to single digits.
Patterson. He's been quiet. Has the ball stripped away. This is Becker once again. Hawks now down by just 7. Arbuckle. Got Jamison to jump. Good job using the left hand, and all of a sudden Arbuckle has 8 points, and the Hawks are down by just 5.
Excellent body control, able to hang, adjust, and go to the left hand.
Jamison, step-back jumper from the elbow off the mark, and Patterson has to be careful. He almost committed his second foul, but the Hawks will get possession.
And we saw a little bit of that from Patterson against Roberts Wesleyan. Got a little frustrated, had a couple technicals in that one. Didn't have to be ejected, but we've seen some frustration from him this season.
Since the under-12, the Hawks have done a good job taking care of the basketball. They still have 8 turnovers for the game, but they committed a bunch early on, helping Stack jump out to this 5-point lead they currently hold on to. Arbuckle, good hands there by Barnes, but the Hawks get it back. Elbow jumper there, knocked down by Relihan. 27-24 Spartans. They need to respond quickly here. Bendola drives, wide open layup, beautiful screen. 5 points for the senior, fifth-year senior. Relihan out to tension. They'll set something up. Nice pass on the back door. McGloshin with the baseline layup. His first point.
McGloshin's been active from behind the perimeter, but hasn't had anything fall. Able to cut back door and pick up the easy lay in that time.
Yeah, his first 2-point attempt. Now has 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Jamison looks to drive on tension, blocked. The Hawks get it back. They have a chance to cut it to 1, and Arbuckle does. Timeout, Matt Capel and the Spartans. What a sequence of events there, Sean. The teams are tied in rebounds, and they've done a better job scoring points in the paint rather than taking contested threes like they were in the first few minutes of the game. Risquez finds Barnes, and Barnes throws it away.
And that's an unforced error there from Barnes. It was deflected, but he'll take a seat here.
Coach Dixon always mentioned that I have a fast break, motion-based concept offense. They're displaying it here, and it's helped them stick around with Stack. Vendola commits the foul. His first.
Start foul number 3, Antonio Vendola, his first, team's fifth.
Only Spartan in foul trouble at the moment is Jones, who was out there. He's got 2.
McGlashan over to Becker, trying to drive on Rich Smith. They kick out. Tension, three-pointer, no. The bank has not been open for him early today. Smith fires to Vendola. There was an erratic pass. Jamison gets it back, has some space, but he'll reset. Vendola, top of the key to Jamison. They swing, Vendola, step back 3. That was a 2. Hit the left side of the backboard there, and Jones just committed his 3rd foul.
Spartan foul to number 12, Kyle Jones. That's his 3rd and the team's 6th.
4:08 to go in the half. Stack 29, St. Anselm 28. Jones will sit with those 3 fouls, and Kyle Pulliam will check back in. McGlashan, Arbuckle. Good defense from KP. They'll swing. Relihan inside. Here's a mismatch. Tension guarded by Jamison. Kick out. Relihan. Three-pointer. Got it! Relihan gives the Hawks their first lead of the game, 31-29.
Relihan proven to be an important substitution. 2 for 2 for 5 points off the bench.
Jamison finds Pulliam. Smith inside to Risquez. And the smaller Tension. Yes, and 1. And Risquez, beautiful spin move. And for Tension, that's his 2nd.
Media timeout.
As we approach the under 4, 3:25 to go in the first half.
In the start today.
Risquez at the line. He's 2 for 3. Make it 3 for 4. Stack reclaims a 1-point edge. 32-31. As we break the under 4 timeout. Becker on the wing, guarded by Jamison. This is Relihan. He has 5 points off the bench. Pulliam nearly drew a steal. They feed Relihan for 3. Off the mark, McGlashan with the offensive rebound, poked away by Rich Smith.
Smith with the quick hands in transition.
Vendola has some room, drives off the glass. Good defense from Relihan. St. Anselm, they're just 3-3 on the road this year as Rich Smith reached in on the floor. And to finish that point, Sean, they're 8-2 in the NE10 in 2nd place. They have not been tested much on the road this year, and we know how tough it is for opponents to play in this gym.
It's a big game atmosphere every time the Spartans take the court, and this one no different.
Becker is just a 53% free throw shooter. He missed the free throw there. It was a 1-and-1 opportunity. Jamison, nice move going up and under the defender, but he missed. Becker drives on Vendola, missed. That's a tough one there to blow, and Vendola, Stack moving quickly. Barnes tried to feed Risquez, and the ball just didn't cooperate. And Archer will repossess for St. Anselm. Arbuckle. Three-pointer for McGlashan. Rims out. A good screen was set there, but to no avail.
And it could have been called a moving screen as Archer was losing his balance. No call made that time.
Riskes. Jamison, the layup is good off the left hand. Takes Relihan to the hoop with him. And a foul on Pulliam, and they cannot afford that. Jones already on the bench with 3.
Start foul to number 11, Pulliam, his first, team's 8th.
Patterson will replace Riskes, and Archer will go to the line. Stack now with 8 team fouls, so St. Anselm in the bonus here. 1-1 for Archer. Makes the first, he'll get another. That's his first point. Scored 9 against Lemoyne back on Tuesday. Missed the second. Pulliam with the rebound. Approaching 90 seconds to go in the half. Stack 34, St. Anselm 32. Patterson, baseline J, no.
And Patterson was wide open on the baseline that time. Becker made a good recovery defensively to get in his face and alter that shot attempt.
This is a smaller lineup for the Spartans. Nice move by Archer. Goes up and under. Patterson reties the game. Jamison. He's guarded by Relihan here as we're tied at 34 apiece. Barnes driving. Feed to Pulliam. The reverse layup, no, but he draws the foul on McGlashan. That's his second. Matt Capel yelling at his team, trying to communicate. So now 2 players with 2 fouls for the Hawks. Pulliam sinks the first. He's improved his free throw shooting since the beginning of the season, now up to 74%. Robinson back in the game for the Hawks. Pulliam hits them both. Those were clutch.
They were. And
well, Sean, we're going to have some players to talk about at halftime. Jamal Barnes and James Patterson, 2 of the team's 3 leading scorers, held scoreless by the Hawks.
And if you're Keith Dixon, you have to keep that in the back of your mind. That's a win thus far. Patterson's been one of the...
But Arbuckle missed the free throw, so missed opportunities left at the foul line. Stack, a chance to build on this 2-point lead. Jamison draws the foul on Relihan.
St. Anselm foul to number 32, Matt Relihan.
His first.
His first, team's 9.
And Jamison to the line where he shoots it at 75% on the season. Hits the first. Had 14 points and a season-high 9 assists against Mercy back on Wednesday night. Hits the second. Stack up by 4. 45 seconds to go in the half. Stop and pop in transition. Archer knocks it down, playing right into what Coach Dixon told you, Sean.
There's the fast break. Archer able to convert on the mid-range jumper.
Archer picking up the slack for St. Anselm. Good strip by Becker. Nicely done. Dixon wants baseline here. 10 seconds to go in the half. And Jameson trying to double team And Pulliam did not touch it. Robinson is pleading to the official that he did. 5 seconds to go in the half, and Stack will get it back. I'm not sure there, Sean. It looked like Pulliam might have gotten a paw on that one.
It was tough. His back was to us at the broadcast booth, but it definitely appeared he got a hand on that.
As Jamison's layup was blocked by the Hawks to end the first half. He had 3 in that first half. Keith Robinson starting the second half for St. Anselm over Zach Taylor, so that's something to watch. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. This is tension. Looks to drive. Running floater off the baseline is good. So immediately they go to tension for his first basket of the game, Sean.
And much needed first basket for St. Anselm from tension there. Second leading scorer.
Jordan Green, handoff, Jamal Barnes. Swings it over to Patterson. They find Jamison. Fronted by Arbuckle. Jamison. Fadeaway, tough contest by the Hawks. Green with the offensive rebound. Offensive foul on Jordan Green.
And then Robinson bailed out the Hawks there because they had a 3-on-1 advantage for that rebound, and Green was able to get to it.
There's a reason why Keith Dixon has 692 all-time wins. It's not just because he's coached 37 years, but in-game adjustments, starting Keith Robinson in the second half pays off. You draw an offensive foul early. That's a good coaching move there by St. Anselm. As tension nearly ran over the PA announcer, Brad Sarno. Elbow jumper from Robinson gives the Hawks the lead. Sean, right on cue. Look at that.
So cheers to you, Mr. Robinson, I should say. But a couple of nice plays here to start the half.
I knew where you were going there with that, but good job, Keith Robinson. Jamison on the wing. Over the screen of Green. Nope. Trying to find a cutter and throws it in the backcourt. Spartan turnover and quick 4-0 burst to start for the Hawks in the second half. And they control the ball. McGloshin, 2 tension. They swing to Becker. Arbuckle kicks it out. Robinson, 3-pointer. Got it! Robinson from downtown. 5 points in less than 2 minutes to start this second half. Late in games, the junior veteran out of Venezuela. Key contributor in that first half. I would not be surprised if Pulliam comes off the bench shortly as well, if things don't go Stack's way here. Vendola dribbled it off his foot. He's on the ground with it. And we have a 3 in the key.
3-second violation.
I mean, one thing you could say there is you could use a timeout there, but 2020.
They just took one. Yeah. McGloshin escapes the pressure. Robinson. Good defense from Risquez. Tension. Kicks it back out to Robinson. Becker drives. Offensive foul, and Vendola, short-term memory, draws the charge, and he's notorious for that. Typical Vendola, and that's 2 fouls
Number 3, Matt Becker. That's his second,
on Becker.
team's first of the half.
So Vendola will set it up. And a handoff, and Barnes mishandles, and this is sloppy Spartan basketball.
It has been to this point, and in the midst of a 7-0 run, they'll have to try and turn things around here quickly.
7-0 run to start the half for the Hawks, and they could make it more. Arbuckle with the step-back jumper from the baseline puts the Hawks up by 7.
And something you don't see a lot from Coach Capel, he came out to the scorer's table to watch that defensive possession. Something to keep an eye on.
Jamison looking to level up tension. Draws the foul. That's 3 on him. And that is a huge concern. McGloshin and Becker both have 2, and now tension has 3. So Dixon has a decision to make. Jamison hits the first. So sometimes when you're trying to stop a run, drawing a foul, getting points at the line, it's the way to go. Jamison hits them both, especially when you're struggling from the field.
It's definitely a way to slow the team down, and now you can utilize your press if you're the Spartans.
But the Hawks break it well. Becker, 3 from the wing. Got it. That's Becker from downtown.
Becker, number 3.
Make that a 10-2 run to start this second half for the Hawks. Barnes swings it from top of the key. This is Vendola. Jamison in those light blue colored sneakers. Jamison dribbled it off himself. Another Spartan turnover.
And that's not going to fare well for the Spartans. As you mentioned, Coach Capel likes to have a certain differential in the turnover game. It seems like they're nearing matching it, the Hawks total.
Rich Smith and Kyle Jones check in the game. So Jamison and Vendola, the only starters who remain out there right now. McGloshin, handoff to Robinson. Fronted by Jones nicely. They find the cutting McGloshin. Tension, kicks out Becker. Open look from 3. Yes.
3-point basket, Matt Becker.
And Becker drills it once again. He's a 39% three-point shooter on the year.
Good performance here from Becker, the role player with 13.
And Risquez with the offensive foul. His first, another Spartan turnover, and the Hawks lead by 11 with 15:39 to go.
Spartan foul to number 34, Luis Risquez. That's his first and the team's second. Once again, media. Timeout.
So, Sean, 51-40 St. Anselm. Matt Becker all of a sudden has jumped out with 6 points in this first 4-minute juncture of half number 2. What have you liked from St. Anselm that's helped them not just take the lead, but create distance?
Well, you can see they came out of the locker room with an intensity. They said, we're going to get the ball inside. We don't care how well you are, how well your defensive prowess is. You may have controlled us a bit in the first half, but we're going to come right to you, and we've seen it here. Moving the ball around. You got Becker with a couple of threes. Keith Robinson hit a 3 earlier. They were cold that first half, only 4 of 15, but since they've gone 7 of 18 to improve their percentage.
And on paper, Robinson's not the best three-point shooter. He's more of an in-the-paint type of guy, and now points in the paint, all of a sudden, there's no advantage for Stack anymore. They're knotted up at 20 apiece in the paint. So now, Coach Dixon making the proper adjustments he needs to get his team a lead. And it looks like Stack will go with the same 5 that were on the floor prior to the under 16. And here comes the full court pressure. Tension. They need to get it over. They do. This is Arbuckle. He's on the wing. Jamison trying to create a loose ball. He almost did. Becker. 10 on the shot clock. Robinson, corner 3. No. Jamison heaves up with the rebound. Opportunity here for the Spartans to bring it back to single digits. Vendola blocked by Arbuckle. It will remain with Stack. Rich Smith will trigger in. This is Jamison. Risquez. Good move in the paint, blocked by Arbuckle, but a foul on Arbuckle. That's his first.
St. Anselm foul to number 0.
It's the third team foul. Risquez, Sean, has been at the line often today, and he's back there now.
He has. It's something he's improved from a season ago, his free throw shooting. 3 for 4 thus far.
He hits the first, and checking in is Kyle Pulliam for Vendola. Patterson will replace Jones. Definitely want to use Jones wisely in the second half with those 3 personals. Risquez, back iron. So he split the pair. Robinson. Kick to McGlashan. Handoff, Arbuckle. Good defense from Big E. Arbuckle takes it all the way. Draws the foul. Is it on Risquez? It is. His second.
Smart foul to number 34. Luis Risquez, that's his second, the team's third.
Arbuckle, a 58% free throw shooter. And that left-handed stroke is good on the first. Jones in for Risquez.
Not a long rest for Jones, and they're going with this smaller lineup again, looking for a spark.
Arbuckle gets one more, no good. So he left one at the line. Smith. Now Jamison looking to drive on Robinson, draws the foul. His second. So Stack is looking to attack and get points at the line, Sean.
Not a bad strategy. Go to the free throw line where they've been good today.
He sinks the first. The second free throw is good. Now 3 Spartans in double digits. Pulliam, Jamison, who has 12. Risquez with 10. Here's that pressure. Rich Smith is pestering Becker, forcing a timeout for St. Anselm.
Possession, it can really turn things around.
They trail by 9, 52-43, St. Anselm of the Northeast 10 Conference. They're 11-4 on the year, coming off an impressive win on Tuesday against Lemoyne up in Syracuse, New York. Tension. Drive stolen away by Rich Smith. Good D from Patterson. Smith to take it all the way off the glass. Offensive foul.
No basket, offensive foul towards the Spartans, number 4, Rick Smith.
Fortunato did not hesitate there to slap that one on Smith. That's a tough one.
That was bang bang for sure. It's hard to tell in real time if he got his feet set.
I might have personally let that one go, and now Smith with 2 quick ones.
Start foul number 4, Rich Smith, his third, team's fifth.
So now Smith with 3 fouls. A couple of quick ones.
And Matt Capel very frustrated, and I don't blame him. Media timeout. Oh, nope. Never mind. Substitutions. Barnes, Jamison, back in the game. Pulliam and Smith come out. This is Arbuckle, and offensive foul.
St. Anselm foul, charge to number
You have to
10,
wonder,
Owen
Sean,
McCutcheon.
now, that
That's
was
his
obviously a
third,
push-off,
and
but if that was
team's
to make up for the Rich Smith call.
You could definitely read into it that way, but it seems like those referees are not going to allow a push-off.
Patterson, he still has a 0 on the score sheet until now.
James Patterson.
Nice reverse-handed layup there by James Patterson, and Spartans have cut it down to 7. Here we go. This is a game of runs, tension. They find Arbuckle. Okay, kick it out. Becker, corner. Archer. Yes! Archer responds for the Hawks.
Jaden Archer.
Barnes blocked by Becker. Fantastic transition defense from Becker.
And you could see Arbuckle grabbing at his ankle. Looked like he came down wrong. Coming back in transition that time. He's going to call for a sub here.
Relihan comes in for Arbuckle. Jamison. Patterson, three-pointer. No. Jones with the offensive rebound, and they call the foul on Relihan.
St. Anselm
And
foul,
Coach
number
Capel and
32.
official Fortunato just fist pumped on the sideline. Did you see that?
I did. It's not something you see a lot, but we just saw it here.
Stacked down by 10. Jamison. He's touched by McGloshin there. And Vendola will inbound. 12:48 to go in the half. Jamison in the corner. Find Patterson. Approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another reverse layup attempt. No. Jones with a putback. There he is again.
Number 12, Kyle Jones.
He found the crack in the defensive alignment there, and a beautiful play by, and there's a steal. Jamison shouting at Patterson to move. Vendola. Capel calls out a play. The intensity picking up here at Aquinas Hall as we approach the under 12. Jones on the high post. Looking to wrestle his way. Step back jumper, knocks it down, fading away. McGlashin throws a fastball over to Archer. Jones, loose ball. They find Becker on the back door, fouled hard by Stack. Media timeout. I think the foul was on Barnes there. Becker at the line. Again, just 53%, but that one looked pretty good. Looks to make it an 8-point lead. And he does.
And he has a game-high 15.
And he only averages 9. So he's had a really good game. Granted, McGloshin and Tension have struggled. Patterson. Good defense from Relihan.
And to that point we made earlier, who steps up when your stars are struggling? Both sides have had players, Becker for the Hawks and Pulliam and company for the Spartans.
Vendola nearly swiped it away from Arbuckle. Jones has to be careful. They just get it over with about a second and a half to spare. Relihan finds Archer. Becker Thought about a three. Back to Becker, looks to drive. Block called on Jones, and that's 4. That's a tough one.
Also puts the Hawks into the bonus. That was a 7th team foul for Stack.
Becker back at the line where he just was. And it misses. Patterson with the rebound, so Spartans catch a break. Still plenty of time. Risquez, handoff, Jamison. Step back 3. No. Becker with the board. Here come the Hawks. And a traveling violation called on tension. And you see the assistant coaches, O'Shea and Drescher, telling him, got to get rid of that sooner. So Stack again, still down by 8, but both teams have struggled to score in the last minute or so. Risquez has an advantage here on Relihan. Turns to the left hand, and it goes in off the glass.
Beautiful move with the drop step on the block, working against the smaller Relihan.
A steal for the Spartans. Jamison wisely takes it out. Barnes 3 in the corner. Does not get the friendly bounce. And Relihan took a shot to the back as Patterson commits the over-the-back foul. 3 on him. 10:18 to go in the game. St. Anselm leads 57-51, and as Rich Smith and Kyle Pulliam check in. And Stack already with 8 fouls. They've been racking up. Relihan at the line. First free throws of the night for him. Hits the first. He was just 1 for 5 on the year before that foul shot attempt. Sinks them both. Sean, you want to talk about players who have quietly contributed? He's been one of them.
He has, and as we've mentioned before, the short bench being a disadvantage for the Hawks, he's really performed well, along with guys like Becker, Archer, to name a few.
Risquez, will they try again? No, Vendola out to Risquez. They got to hurry. Shot clock down to 5. Pulliam picks it out. Jamison, he has to roll here. Contested 3. No. Rich Smith with another board. Vendola for 3. Off the mark, and a rebound by Tension. The anticipation here is building. This is a huge game for both teams. More for Stack within the region than St. Anselm. Travel on Arbuckle. So another Hawks turnover. And they're pretty much even in turnovers, Sean, but the field goal percentage, St. Anselm's been much better. 54% for them, Stack just 38%.
They have, and that's been a factor to how they've come out to this lead, which is now at 8.
Jamison tries to split the defense, handoff. Rich Smith off the glass, blew the layup. Risquez, the offensive rebound, gets the friendly bounce. Offensive rebounds.
When they needed the offensive rebound there from Risquez.
You know, this is a game they really miss, Vasilis Tolias.
For sure, their front court depth has been challenged here. And you've seen them have to go small at times.
And the foul trouble. Becker He's guarded by Pulliam. Cross-court pass to Arbuckle. Three-pointer. I don't know how he knocked that one down, but he did. Beautiful shot. Hawks back up by 9, 62-53. We approach the under 8. Vendola blocked. Archer. Becker, a good screen set by Relihan. The pick and fade doesn't work. A good look, though. Jamison will try to draw some contact, and he does. So for Relihan, not what you want to see if you're Stack. But Jamison, the 1-on-1 opportunity. Knocks down the first, and that's big. Jamison's been clutch on the free throw line this season. 7-7 today. 8 for 8. He's keeping Stack around right now.
He is, to your point, 8 for 8 from the line. He's also contributed from the field with 3 buckets.
Jamison nearly stole it, and it was almost a 5-second violation because tension fell down. So that eliminated an option for Becker. And when you have Patterson pestering the inbound, that's a difficult task. And they just throw it here, and Vendola will turn it over. He's basically a punt.
Very much.
Terms. But they throw it right back to the Hawks. That's not good for Stack. You create a turnover off your full court press, but you just give it right back. You cannot allow that to happen. Foul on the floor against Tone. Vendola commits his second.
Number 3, Antonio Vendola. That's his second, team's 9th.
It was a smart play from Tension to draw the foul going into the body of Vendola on the rebound attempts.
Barnes is back in the game for Pulliam as Tension goes to the line. He sinks the first, and Tension on the year, 83%.
That ranks 7th in the NE10 conference.
Jones is back in there with those 4 fouls, replacing Rich Smith. So Matt Capel trusting his young freshman. Tension hits them both. Just 4 points today for him. The lead is back to 9 for the guests. Barnes. If there's any time for him to pick it up, it's now. Jones looks to drive, gets the layup, and that's why he's in there.
Kyle Jones.
For plays like that. Arbuckle. That was clearly a travel, and Jones just fouled out. Jones just fouled out with 6:54 to go.
And I was just about to mention, now on the defensive end, you had to be careful, but unfortunately he's fouled out with 6:54 left in this one.
Kyle Jones is frustrated, rightfully so. Arbuckle at the line. Hits the first. And he hits them both. So, again, back to 9, and now no Kyle Jones.
No Kyle Jones. It means somebody will have to step up here for the Spartans.
Barnes. That might be the answer. He finally sees the ball go in the basket. That could be huge.
It's a confidence booster, and we'll see if Barnes is able to build upon it.
I'm also looking at Patterson here to see what he can do. If you want to win ECC Rookie of the Year, these are the moments you have to step up, and St. Anselm throws it away.
Well, in that case, it looked like the ball doesn't lie because it looked like a clear travel, but it deflects out of bounds last touch by the Hawks.
Dixon not happy there either. Jamison, nice feed. Risquez with the one-handed jam. 5-point game.
And the backboard's still shaking after that jam.
Here comes the pressure, and Stack is all over the Hawks.
That was a momentum booster, and they needed it desperately.
Becker, three-pointer off the mark, but it bounces right back to tension. The long rebound. That's always a struggle when you miss the three. It just bounces in. A foul behind the back. Risquez. His third.
Luis Risquez, that's his third. Team is over the limit.
There is still time for Stack, but Arbuckle, 3 for 5 at the line. 4 for 6 now. As Rich Smith replaces Patterson. 7-point game. Jamison. Just dribble it off his foot. Barnes saves it for a moment, but right to the Hawks. Tension. Hands off here to Arbuckle. He's been the player of the game thus far with 5:20 to go. Step back for tension. No. He has not had a good game shooting.
He's been ice cold.
Rich Smith gets the left-handed layup to go. They're going to need him late. Without Kyle Jones, who is fouled out. No Vasilis Tolias for the 4th straight game. These freshmen got to step up big time. Rich Smith played in a tough league in New York City in high school. Three-pointer, tension, no. Barnes with the rebound, under 5. And the lead is also 5. Vendola looks gassed. Three-pointer, rims out. Everyone's tired, though, at this point. Risquez desperately needs a sub.
Got a couple coming at the next whistle for the Spartans. Pulliam and Patterson ready to check back in.
Looks like Smith, too, is huffing and puffing. Barnes gets it. Smith and Risquez, both of them are gassed. You could see it in the way they're moving right now. Jamison draws the foul on Archer. That's his second. Under 4. And Stack turned it over right back. No team seems to be able to pull away here. This is Jamison. Hits the first, and he has been outstanding at the free throw line. 9 of his 15 have come from there today. Now he's 9 of 10. He misses his first. But the lead is down to 4 for St. Anselm. This is the closest it's been, Sean, in a while.
Down to 4.
Kyle Pulliam in the game late here. Arbuckle, nice pass to Becker. The layup, no good. He missed it. Misjudged. And this could be huge for the Spartans. Jamison gives to Vendola. Barnes tightly guarded there by Becker. This is where Patterson has to make a jump shot, and he can't. got his own rebound, and Becker pushed him. His third.
St. Anselm foul to number 3, Matt Becker. That's his third, team's ninth.
The answer to the question, Sean, it might just be James Patterson.
It just might be, and he's got a chance to make this a 2-point game.
He's got that deep knee bend on the foul shot. That was huge. 76% from the line. Two for two.
Two big ones there from Patterson.
And this is where young players mature quickly. You have Patterson and Pulliam, two freshmen on the floor late against the tough non-conference opponent in St. Anselm. We talked about the history of these two teams. St. Anselm beat Bentley this year, the team that eliminated Stack in last year's regional final. McGlashan with the backdoor cut.
Basket number 10, Owen McGlashan.
Jamison. Stack down by 4 again. Good defense. He stole it right back. Cannot get the reverse layup. Barnes almost waited for St. Anselm to take it away from him. Pulliam, the right hand, no. Foul on Patterson. That's his fourth. And St. Anselm will go back to the line in the double bonus here.
And that's a tough call for the Spartans. It was a real dog pile there under the hoop for the board, but it's Patterson who gets charged with his fourth.
Well, Archer is not the best free throw shooter, just 56% on the season. He's 1 for 2 today. The line drive foul shot goes in. Rich Smith is in for Barnes.
Another freshman put into a clutch situation for the Spartans.
He missed the second. Patterson could not get the rebound. Capel wanted a push.
It did look like there was some contact, but I'm not sure if it was enough to warrant a foul call.
Find McGlashan. They have a mismatch here with McGlashan, but they'll defer. They still have him, and McGlashan shakes him off. Tension with the drive, the feed, loose ball, Stack possession. Rich Smith, full head of steam. Jamison picked up his dribble. He'll facilitate. Looks the drive, the layup, no good. Patterson with the putback. We have a 3-point game, 71-68, St. Anselm. We're under 2 to go here. Jamison has been picking it up in this second half. Arbuckle, he's the leading scorer with 20. Tension, a 3. No. Over the back on McGlashan. And now Stack will go to the line. And Sean, when you're up by 3, the last thing you want to do is give the team trailing shots with the clock stopped.
For sure. Now that was their 10th foul, so it'll be 2 shots from the line upcoming for Pulliam.
Pulliam 3 for 3 today at the line. He drills it. That's tough for a freshman. St. Anselm is over the limit now as well. As far as fouls, he has the opportunity to make this a 1-point game. Yes, he makes them both. KP has had himself a day. 16 points. Stack better get back in a hurry, and they do. There's 3 freshmen on the floor right now for the Spartans. And they've all played great. Defensively, that is. Three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Arbuckle knocks it down. That was clutch.
Now they'll need 2 baskets to tie.
4-point lead. Patterson. Fade away. No. Smith, the putback. No. He gets it back again. Stack ball.
And Tom, we talked about Smith's offensive rebounding prowess. He had 4 against Mercy. He has a couple here today, a couple big ones here to keep possession with the Spartans.
74-70, Hawks lead. 53 seconds remain, and here comes the leading three-point shooter on the team, and Jamal Barnes. He'll replace Rich Smith, who's given a valiant effort today. Jamison. Looks the drive baselines, got some room. Reverse layup is good, and the foul.
And pardon the pun, but you could feel the tension on that one as that ball was hanging off the glass. The whole gym here went silent.
Jamison at the line. Convert a three-point play. No, that's a tough miss. Stacked down by 2. They do not need to foul. What they need is a defensive stop here, and they'll have a shot to tie or take the lead. This is Arbuckle. He's got 23 points, 4 for 4 from 3 today. Good motion, tension, three-pointer. Yes! Tension! Finally converts his first 3 of the game, and it couldn't come at a better time for the Hawks. Vendola has it stripped away. Pulliam commits the foul, and that might just do it for the Hawks.
And that triple from tension, that was the backbreaker, it appears, as the Hawks will head to the line to put this one on ice.
Becker pleading to his team, do not foul after these foul shots. First free throw is good. These young men from New Hampshire took the trip down here to New York last night, and they've embraced it. Second free throw is good. Also, not to mention, Jaden Archer playing late minutes for the Hawks as well. Jamison, they can't find Barnes. He has to roll. They got to put this one up. He will with the left hand, but precious seconds went off the clock. It's a 5-point game. They need a steal. Pulliam commits the foul immediately with 5.2.
Foul number 11, Kyle Pulliam. That's his 3rd.
So 3 fouls on Pulliam, and McGloshin at the line. 66% free throw shooter. Hits the first. 8 rebounds today for him. Leads the team in rebounding. Any 10 weekly honor roll accolades. Has not been the best shooting day for him, but he hits both the free throws there. 81-74 is the score, and Patterson just threw it away. And that's going to do it. Oh, and Patterson just blocked Becker, and Patterson, that's a foul. And I am not sure why St. Anselm was going for a dunk there off the steal, and Keith Dixon is saying the exact same thing. And Keith Dixon just said that's our fault.
St. Anselm College 81 and St. Thomas Aquinas College 74.
A well-fought game between both these teams. St. Anselm improves to 12-4 on the season. They've won 10 out of their last 11 games.
The women's